Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, and our look of the Irish campaign. This is, I believe, episode 14. In the last episode, we finished some more of our colonies, and that is pretty much the theme for this episode as well. So we're almost done with, well, in this episode we'll get our second colonial nation. At the moment we're pretty much surviving off loans though. We've got two at the moment, one of which we're going to default on, if that's the right, well, it's not really the right word, but it's going to, we're not going to be able to pay it back, so we're going to have increased interest rate, I believe. So there we go, that's one colony done, that's this one here. So what I'm thinking is probably the next one's going to be Delaware, just because it's a, you know, it's a 10 development colony. So what we're going to do is wait for a while, wait for to get some more money, pay back these loans, and by paying back these loans, we will then go out again and start colonizing. Stop relation improvement. Where did I go? I could have just gone there. I went a long way around. So what we're going to do with these guys now, we don't really have, well, improve our prestige. That's not going to happen. So maintain, improve relations with France, and let's improve with Switzerland anyway, just because France likes Switzerland, so we might as well like Switzerland. Ooh, we can already get a new technology. So yeah, we're catching up quite fast. We can get another estate. Not that we're really using them. Administrative monarchy or administrative republic. So we've got feudal monarchy at the moment, manpower and income from vassals. So really, but they're not really, are they classed as vassals? Yeah, we have, no, they're not, they're classed as trade companies. So we have, so actually being our current government type, earldom, doesn't help us. So what we want is to change to, oh, what happened? France's ruler died, so maintain diplomat in France. Okay. Looks like our new ruler actually is pretty darn good. 524. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Our heir, on the other hand, is awful. It's very bad. So in an ideal world, we'd get rid of him as soon as possible. But his father is also quite old. So, wow, I say old. Old for, by this game's standards. He's middle-aged, I guess, actually. So, what we'll probably do is turn the son into a general, I imagine. Just wondering, when can we next get New World... Well, we can get New World missions now. What about... What's one we want? New World Charter, isn't it? When can we get New World Charter? Okay, so we can get it now, actually. We just need... They need more influence, basically. Which they currently do not have. It's nobility. I don't want national unrest, so I don't really have much choice but to take the prestige loss. Which is really annoying, because I like prestige. Incorruptible? Again. Spy network reduction. Brilliant. All of our colonies are almost done. Colonial... Tyrone, Canada. God. Irish Canada. Or maybe we'll just call it Canada. Canada. The great land of Canada. And next tick. There we go. Our next one's done. So what we'll do now is, I guess, for a little while at least, is sit back and earn a bit of money so we can pay off these troops. Let's group them all up. So we can pay off these troops, so we can pay off these loans. That's what I meant to say. So, Canada. Let's improve relations with Canada. There you go, Canada. Be happy. Hopefully we get one to colonize Nascapi. That would be nice. We're not earning a great amount of money either. But, I mean, you have to consider we do have like 3 level 1 advisors, so that will have something to do with it. I wonder if there's one we can get... I mean, we're sort of on par with all technology at the moment. We're keeping up to date. We're slightly behind with admin and military, but that's just because we're doing military ideas, diplomatic. I suppose we should probably... I mean, I'm not going to get it yet, because I don't want it unless I'm getting a bonus, pretty much. Austria converted to the Reformed faith. So is this going to be a run where the Reformed faith, you know, spreads? I mean, it's already spread a decent amount. We shall see. Right. Superior firepower. Land leader fire +1. And we have renewed our loan, which has increased our inflation, which is not good. But there's, again, well, there's not a lot we can do about that, to be honest. Ideally, I want to be getting more money from my colonies, but I would have to spend admin points to increase tariffs, and I don't want to do that, so I guess I just have to wait for the events to pop up. But we're making 2 point something ducats, so it'll only take us a million years to repay these loans at this rate. Is it? Right, gift to the state. Okay, put into the treasury, because I want to pay off these loans as soon as possible. That would be lovely if I could pay off these loans. Why is it froze? There we go. Okay, so France have called us into another war. Aid in the Hamburgian purge of Altburgian heresy. Okay, so that's going to be nothing to do with us. That's essentially all in this area. It's just religious wars. So I am not going to lift... Oh, no. Don't you dare raise maintenance, you stupid game. Go back down. Did I ask you to do that? I don't recall. And I don't mind if my troops, my navy's out, because I need to make money. There's no other policies we can get just yet. I was hoping there's more policies for global settler increases, but alas. Right, so we can pay 1 loan, which increases our income again, so we're not paying interest each month. Right, who could we convert? Faroe Islands. I mean, the funny thing is we'll probably end up converting to Protestant at some point soon anyway. Well, that depends, because I still want France as an ally, so I guess it's best to stay Catholic unless they change. Oh dear, Hamburg got pretty mushed in that piece. They gave cores back. Apparently I got 5 favours in that war, which is odd, given that in the Burgundy one, which you might think is a much bigger war, I only got 1. Any favours is good favours. How many favours do I have? Oh wow, 20. So I'm going to spend 10 favors to increase their trust slightly. And I think I'll always want to keep 10 favors, because that'll allow me to, like, declare war on England pretty much whenever I want to. Assuming, you know, France would join anyway, which they might not. Come on. I want this to go down so I get a discount. So I'm not going to buy it until I get a discount. Fortunately, this ruler is pretty bad with regard to diplomatic power. Jeez, this is going to take a while, isn't it? It is definitely going to take a while. If only there was a way of making more money. Bohemia got elected. What am I doing? Autonomy. There's no autonomy I could decrease, is there? Nope. Change culture. Da-dee-da-dee-da. I mean, I suppose the only other way is spending points to basically increase earnings. Is that a smart idea, though? Province overview. Because we've got Diplo points we can spend quite happily. So maybe we do just spend a little bit on how much. So Cork's making the most, then Aberdeenshire. That's quite a lot to increase it by not a lot, so I think I'd probably want to increase Cork again. Let's increase that to 10. How much money, extra money, is that giving us? So it's giving us about an extra half a ducat, something like that. It's not bad. I don't mind. Again, Diplotech, you know, we're still perfectly fine for it. We're on time. It's not a problem. So we're, yeah, I guess develop some of our provinces. That's really the main way we're going to be getting more money. Improved drainage. That's more production efficiency. And now we're ahead of time. So any admin points now we can use to develop our provinces, which will obviously just give us more money, you know, a base amount from taxation. Gift to the state. Put in the treasury or spend it generously. Put into the treasury because I want to, again, get this loan paid off. Make as much money as humanly possible. Oops, unfortunately a phone rang. Sorry about that. Yeah. So we're almost there for paying off our next loan. How much we got? 110 it is, so a few more months ticking by, and then we'll be able to pay off this loan. I'm just trying to think whether... I mean, Canada. Recall diplomat from Canada. I'm thinking maybe that we could actually... I mean, they're allied with Denmark and East Frisia, and Denmark are actually getting a bit big now, because Denmark took a load of stuff from Sweden, and they probably shouldn't have, because now they're getting Swedish separatists, which is quite funny. What can I do with who actually I think Denmark are still one of my rivals, aren't they? Yeah. So Denmark, let's I could probably go for that achievement where I get get 100 point spy networks in 3 different countries. That'd be a good one. Yearly prestige +1. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, so where else are we going to upgrade? I think I want each of these to be at least level 5. This will be, what, you next? Yeah, Leinster next. There we go. That's all our loans gone now. So let's continue developing our provinces, just so we can get more money, which means that we don't have to mess about with the arduous process of merchant slanders expired. Good. So we don't have to mess around with the arduous process of you know, colonizing and then taking a break for ages, then colonizing again. It's just a bit of a hassle, to be honest. Too many cowards. Well, we aren't using... It's not like we're using our manpower, to be honest. So, burghers gain 10 influence. Again, doesn't really matter. Can we get anything from... Oh, we got a cardinal. I'll tell you what. Given that we have essentially have a spare diplomat, let's improve with the Papal State. And accumulate money. Oh, that's probably not going to happen. Well, actually, maybe it will. Yeah, we'll accumulate money. Why not? Which one of these can we develop? That'll give us 11. That'll give us 14, and that'll give us 8. Western Isles will give us 11. Shetland Isles will give us... No, wow, they've got really, really high autonomy, so that'll be why. Any of them producing anything of worth? Not really, production-wise. No. So it looks like the only thing we've got to do really is upgrade stuff. So let's go for you. And I suppose we should also start upgrading our manpower, but we don't need it at the moment. Plus we're also getting our offensive ideas finished. But already doing that has increased our income by... I think double almost. It was about just under 2.5 ducats. Now it's 5. Or 4.99 rather. Increase attempts. Non-enforcement of ordinances. I don't mind autonomy in Shetland. It's already so high it makes no difference. So I'm fine with that. It's not making any money anyway. Yay, trust your neighbour again. As stipulated in Catholic teachings. Now we got 3 stability again. Prestige from land battles? Sure. Yearly and papal influence increased. So I guess maybe Ireland's meant to be staying as... If that's its national idea, it's meant to be staying as Catholic. I guess. How far are we off getting? I think it was 170, wasn't it, for our mission? 178 ducats. Oh dear, they discovered us. So we have to wait 9th of February. So it's about a month and 2 months. 1 month. Come on. 9th of February. Nine. There we go. Get back to work. So, is Canada doing anything? And New Tyrone? Neither of them are doing anything. You lazy sods. Not doing a great deal now, are you? I suppose I could really always have at least one colonist going at a time, couldn't I? But then I'd also need to keep my all of my troops. I need to increase my army maintenance, which to deal with the uprisings. So is it really worth it? Just have one colonist going at any one time if I'm gonna, you know, still spend the same amount on having my army? Don't know. Colonial enthusiasm has expired in Tyrone. I wonder if that means I'll get another mission. I guess we'll find out in a minute once this one's expired. What was it? It was 170. Oh, okay, it's gone up slightly. 180. So we've got to wait a few more months, and then we'll see what mission, whether we get a mission to colonize. And after that, I'll end the episode, I imagine. So what sort of stuff can we do with... Okay, so I'm probably going to try and support rebels in the Swedish territory that Denmark owns. Colonize Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy. Yeah, man. Okay, so where is... Does it mean... So is Jamaica a province, specifically? Jamaica. Okay, there. So I'm going to send one colonist there. And I'm going to send... What is Jamaica? There's 1,500 troops. So I'm going to send them there. Okay, so the Netherlands did declare independence. That's interesting. They better not lose. Oh, God. I shouldn't really transport troops with, Why is this not working? Cessation of church functions. Noble families are often granted control over church lands, yada yada yada. Clergy estate loses 10 loyalty. Nobility gains 10 loyalty. So whatever, no matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to annoy somebody. Clergy estate will like me. I think I'm going to do that. Just so I want the clergy estate to like me. Plus they give me more papal influence anyway. Well, they did until their loyalty dropped slightly. Make donations. Seek support of clergy. Send emissary to the Pope. So I need more loyalty from them, actually. What is this fool doing? You come there. You come to Pamlico. You go there. Bloody stupid AI. Right, recall from Papal State. Attempt to assuage their pain. Right, so I suppose I should increase my army maintenance. At least a little. And then I can mothball you again. But you see, now that leaves me with essentially 0 income. But I could essentially support 1 colony with full army maintenance. It's not so great, is it? Papal Bull. I am going to accept that because that will stop everyone else colonizing. At least for a short while. So, what troops do I want to pick up? Oh, Galicia. Okay. Yeah. What? Galicia? How the hell did they get free from Spain? Weird. And they are an ally of England. Wow. How times change. Right, well, I am actually miles ahead, I think, on this episode. Or miles ahead of where I should be in terms of time. So I'll probably call it now. As soon as... Where's our navy? get my navy to pick up these guys. Because what I want to do is transfer these guys down to Delaware, I think. Because by transferring them down to Delaware, I can make that next province I colonize. Which I almost certainly will do. I'm making 1 ducat a month now. So I'm going to colonize... Where am I going to colonize? That is a good question. I'm thinking I'm going to colonize this province here, just so I can make it contiguous, because I'm just sort of like really anal about that. So we'll do that. And we'll also support rebels, maybe. Can we support rebels? Is there anyone worth supporting? I don't think so. They're at war with Russia, Ottomans, and Naj, though. Interesting. Russia are pretty damn big. We'll see how that goes. Right. Yeah. So, I was going to say in the next episode, but I have no idea what we're going to do in the next episode. So, I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.